I have spent the last 10 years of my life in Ukraine, but I'm not there right now because on February 24th, Russia invaded Ukraine, started a war. Life has changed a lot in the last 3 months for all of my friends. And in the next few videos, I'm going to let Pasha share about how his life has changed since the beginning of the war. This video, leaving Ukraine. Alright, so what's your name?
Pasha.
Pasha? Daniel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so how old are you, Pasha?
I am 13 years old.
13, okay. And where are you from?
Kyiv, Ukraine.
Ukraine, okay. Where do you live now?
Czech Republic.
And why did you move from Ukraine to the Czech Republic?
Because the war in my country.
When did you move here?
I think 2 months ago.
It's almost 3 actually.
Oh yeah.
And
Pretty
yeah,
much.
this in a week from today I think is 3 months.
Well.
What do you remember about the first days of the war?
So I was at my friend's house. I had a sleepover with him.
Okay.
And we talked a lot.
Stayed up late?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then we fell asleep, and in 2 or 3 hours we heard loud sounds.
What were those loud sounds?
Missiles.
Explosions? A couple of miles away?
Yes. They started bombing the airport near us.
Okay.
So then Mrs. Pilatova ran into our room and told me that Vitalik is going to take me home.
And Vitalik's kind of like an older brother to you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he came and got you, he took you home to your parents.
Yes. And
then you guys tried to leave the city. What happened?
well, we were going for like a lot of hours, and we spent a lot of hours in the traffic.
What was it like when you left Ukraine? What did you feel like?
Pretty, I don't know, it's mixed feelings.
Okay, like which ones?
The biggest one is sadness and anxiety. I get very stressed when we had to leave Ukraine, and yeah, that was pretty it.
So the day that you crossed the border, how did you cross?
One of Dad's friends took us to the Poland's border, and we've been staying there for 8 hours straight, standing. There was a huge line of people, and we were at the end of it.
Okay.
And
so you get in line. You wait in line 8 hours before you cross the border,
yes.
And that's where I met you.
Yes.
And we drove another 8.5 hours to get here to Hradec. What was the weather like that day? Do you remember?
Snowing.
It was freezing cold. It was so cold.
Yes,
That was hard, right?
It was very hard.
That was one of the longest days of my life, and I wasn't leaving Ukraine. That was hard.